Hello soulmates, welcome back again to the channel. Today my name is Jenny. So today's video I'm going to be teaching you guys on how to cut and sew this beautiful bubu dress with a cold shoulder sleeve. You can see it on the screen, looking so beautiful. And the best part is that the tutorial is well detailed and well explained. Even a beginner can understand it. I want to also say thank you to all of you that have supported me in my other channel, House of Chris Jenny. If you have not supported me on that channel, if you have not subscribed, if you have not watched my videos on that channel, House of Chris Jenny, what are you waiting for, guys? Please, I'm begging you guys, please support me on that channel so that we can build it up together. Don't forget to subscribe and like on this particular channel also. Without wasting your time, let's get into it. Welcome back again, soulmates. So guys, this is the fabric I'm going to be using for today's tutorial. I have my Ankara fabric and I have just 3 yards of this fabric. So if you're making yours, please make use of 3.5 yards to 4 yards. Okay, the next thing now to do is to go ahead and fold the whole of the 3 yards into 4, like the way we normally fold for our bubu. Then after doing that, go ahead and place the half of your shoulder measurements on this part. Then the rest of the part is going to be for the sleeve. After doing that, I'm going to place 3.5 inches on the neck width. Okay, so for this particular bubu, we want the neck width to be wide. So if you're of a bigger size, you can go ahead and make use of 4 inches. I'm going to use 3.5 inches. After doing that, I'm going to come down by 1 inch. Go ahead and come down by 1 inch like this. After coming down by 1 inch, I'm going to come down by 7 inches. This is going to serve as the neck depth for the front and the back. The front and the back neck depths are going to be the same. So if you're of a bigger size, you can go ahead and make use of 8 inches for the neck depths of the front and the back. From the half of my shoulder measurement, and I'm going to mark 4.5 inches. If you're of a bigger size, you can go ahead and make use of 5.5 inches. So this is for the off shoulder part, okay? After doing that, I'm going to mark 1/2 inch like this towards the shoulder point. So this part, we are going to be joining it together at the shoulder area, okay? So I'm just going to add 1/2 inch for the stitching allowance. I'm going to come down by 10 inches for my sleeve length, okay? So that is how I want the sleeve length to be. I came down by 10 inches for the sleeve length. On that sleeve length, I'm going to mark the quarter of my hip measurement, which is 10.5 inches. Then I'm going to add extra 6 inches to that. So that is how big I want the bubu to be. If you don't want it too big, you can go ahead and add extra 4 to 5 inches, okay? I'm going to get the total of what I have here. Then I'm going to mark it all the way to the bottom part, okay? Then after doing that, go ahead and connect the points together. Coming to this hammer area, I'm going to make like a curve like so, okay? Just make like a curve like this. So towards my neck width, I'm going to come down by 2 inches. If you're of a bigger size, you can come down by 2.5 inches. So for me, I'm going to come down by 2 inches. So this is going to serve as the strap. Also at the half of my shoulder measurement, I'm also going to come down by 2 inches. Then I'm going to form like a square shape like so, okay? So after forming the square shape, I'm going to also connect with a curve from the off shoulder part to the half of my shoulder measurement. So I'm going to connect it like this with a curve. If you don't understand, you can go ahead and replay this video for you to get it properly, okay? I'm going to just connect my neck depth to this square shape area like this, okay? So after doing that, now the next thing I'm going to do is to get the length of my bubu. So for the length of the bubu, I actually have about 56 inches, okay? So it's not long enough because I'm making use of 3 yards, okay? After doing that, go ahead and cut it out. At this part, you can actually cut out the print on it if you want, but for this tutorial, I just want to leave it so that I can just fold it in like this towards the sleeve area, okay? The next thing I'm going to do now is to get my pin, and I'm going to just pin this down. So your pin is very, very important in the making of this dress. So the next thing we are going to do is to go ahead now and cut out the facing. For the facing, I have this fabric. It's a different fabric from the other one. On fold, I have 14 inches. You can see. Then for the width, I have 45 inches. So I will advise you to make use of 1 yard when you're making yours. So after getting the measurements, I'm going to just fold my fabric into 4 like this. Okay, just go ahead and fold the facing into 4. Then place the folded part, that is the folded part that has one fold, just fold it towards the center front. So it's going to be towards the center front. Just watch what I'm doing if you don't understand what I'm saying. Then get your dress and place it on it. Okay, remember the front and the back pieces is actually the same, so just get any of them as the front. Okay, then you go ahead and place it like this. Make sure you pin it to hold it down. Then trace out the neckline like so and cut it out. After cutting it out, this is what we are having. You can see the neck area. So I'm going to just turn this like this to the other side so that we can actually work on the facing. So this is the facing. What I'm going to do now is to come down by 5.5 inches towards the neck depth. You can see of the front like this. Towards the neck depth, I'm going to come down by 5.5 inches. From that V neckline area, you can see that V neckline, I'm also going to go out like this by 5.5 inches. Hope you understand what I'm saying. Then after doing that, go ahead and connect with a straight line like so. So you should have like a straight line like this, like a V line. Hope you understand. So on this part, this V line area, you can see this line that we just made. Just come down by 4 inches. You can see at this part, this line we just made, come down by 4 inches. Just watch what I'm doing if you don't understand what I'm saying. Then towards this part, you can see this other part, I'm going to go in by 4 inches also. You can see it, then connect with a curve. So you're going to have like a collar at this part, okay, curve collar. So just go ahead and connect with a curve. So after connecting, this is what we are having. You can see how it's looking. Then go ahead now and remove the facing from the main fabric. Okay, remove the facing from the main fabric so that you can cut out the facing. Don't forget to take out the pins. After removing the facing, this is the shape. Now we are going to just cut out this shape. Just watch carefully the way I'm cutting it out. After cutting the facing, this is what we have. This particular tutorial is very tricky, okay? So if you don't know how to sew much, I think with my explanation as a beginner, you should be able to sew this. So after cutting out the facing, we have 2 of it. I'm going to just take one off. Then we are going to work on this one. The next thing I'm going to do now is to go in by 1/2 inch. You can see this neck width area. I'm going to go in by 1/2 inch at both sides like so. Okay, so after doing this, this is what we are having. So I've gone ahead to cut out the strap. This is what I'm going to be working with. So the strap now on fold, I have 3 inches. So this part is folded. So I have 3 inches on fold. So coming to the width area of the strap, I have 5.5 inches. Remember, we took off 2 inches as the off shoulder part for the strap when we were cutting it out. So that 2 inches is for the front. Then another 2 inches again is going to be for the back, so making 4 inches. Then I'm going to add extra 1 inch for stitching allowance, so making 5 inches. So I decided to add 1/2 inch again. So after getting this, I'm going to just go ahead now and stitch up this upper part by 1/2 inch. So I've gone ahead to stitch it up by 1/2 inch. This is what we are having. And you can see that I make sure the seam is at the middle. So go ahead and iron it out and make sure the seam is at the middle. After doing that, I'm going to get the facing now. You can see the facing. I'm going to place the strap like this. Remember that 1/2 inch we marked, so I'm going to place it from the 1/2 inch like this. You can see, just watch what I'm doing, just place it and make sure you are working with your pins. It's very important. So just go ahead and place the straps like this. So after placing it and pinning it down, this is what you should have. Go ahead and bring your main fabric. You can work on the front piece first, or you can work on the back piece first, whichever one you want. Okay, so I brought the front piece. This is one I'm going to be using for the front, so just pick any one for the front. Then I'm going to place the facing like this. So you can see the way I'm placing this facing. Place the facing like this and make sure you are pinning it down so that everything can relax properly. Go ahead and pin all around the neck area. So after pinning it down, guys, this is what we are having. I will take it to my sewing machine and I will stitch it up. So guys, I've gone ahead to stitch it up, and this is what we are having. This is how it's looking like. The next thing now to do is to notch all round. So make sure you notch all the part of this neckline. After notching the necklines, the next thing I did is to turn it out. Okay, so go ahead and turn it out to the right side of the fabric. The next thing now to do is to get the other facing, so which is going to serve as the back. So we are going to repeat the same thing we did for the front facing on the back facing. So mark the 1/2 inch inward, as you can see, just mark it. That is where we are going to be placing the strap. And after marking, you are going to place the strap like this. You can see me placing the strap. Go ahead and watch it carefully the way I'm placing it. After placing the strap, guys, the next thing is to bring the back piece. This is the back piece. I'm going to also place the facing like so on the back piece like this. So making sure that the right side of the facing is on the wrong side of the fabric. Then you go ahead and pin all around, so that when you are stitching this down, it's going to be easy for you, okay, so that the facing will not move all around. So guys, after pinning it down, the next thing now is to take it to my sewing machine and stitch it down. As I've gone ahead to stitch it down, and you can see how it's also looking like, and I've also notched it round. So make sure to notch all the part of the neckline. Then after notching it, I'm going to turn it over now to the right side. Okay, so just go ahead and turn it over to the right side. After turning it over to the right side, this is what it's looking like. So we have both the front and the back, and you can see the strap in between the front and the back. Okay, so this is how it's going to look like. So you can see what we are having, guys. So I'm just going to arrange this properly because we are going to be top stitching on the facing. So go ahead now and arrange it properly, and you're also going to pin it down so that the facing can stay firm. Okay, then after doing that, I will go ahead and fold this inward like this, just a little, and I'm going to top stitch on it so that the facing can relax properly on the main fabric. So go ahead and do that for the front and also do that for the back. I hope you understand. So go ahead and stitch it down. So guys, I've gone ahead to stitch down the facing, and you can see how neat it's looking. You can see how beautiful it's looking. You can see the neck area. You can see the shape we have at the neck area, okay, and also at that off shoulder part. So this is what you should also have, a very neat work. Okay, then you go ahead and iron it out. So I have not ironed mine. I'm going to do that after this tutorial. So after doing that, I'm going to place the front and the back piece right side to right side so that we can stitch up the shoulder area. Okay, so remember we added 1/2 inch for the stitching allowance at the shoulder, so make use of the 1/2 inch. Then I'm going to fold in the sleeve area. Okay, so after doing that, I'm also going to stitch the side. So go ahead and stitch up the side by 1 inch. Okay, so I'm going to stitch up the side by 1 inch. So you can see how the inside of this dress is looking so clean and neat. So when you are sewing yours, make sure you are using a matching thread. Okay, so both the front and the back, the V area is looking so neat because I used a matching thread and it came out looking neat and clean. So guys, I've gone ahead to stitch up the shoulder, and this is what we are having. You can see how relaxed it's looking like, and also the sleeve area, I went ahead to fold it in. Okay, so you can see the side. I also added my pocket. You can see I have my pocket there, and I also have the slit. So you should have a slit on your bubu so that you can walk freely. Okay, so you can see how this dress is looking. I stitch up the both side. You can see the other side of the bubu looking so clean and neat. So guys, this is what it's looking like. I really love this tutorial because I was really happy when I was making this dress. The next thing now we are going to do is to go ahead and hem the bottom part of this gown. Okay, and that is going to be the end of the tutorial. So I hope this tutorial was interesting, guys. This tutorial is actually not for beginners, but with my explanation, I hope the beginners can also make this beautiful dress. Okay, so let me show you what it looks like, guys. So guys, this is what the dress is looking like. You can see how beautiful it is. You can see how it came out. Mine was not actually long because the fabric was very small. Okay, it was 3 yards and I'm supposed to be using about 3.5 to 4 yards. Okay, but it came out well. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial, guys. So let me know on the comment section, and also stick around for new tutorials and beautiful tutorials like this. Love you guys. See you in the next video. Bye bye.